It started in 2006, and just a handful of us casually hiking through the woods, we saw these blue dots. And so our question was, we got back in touch with the camp folks and said, what's going on in there? Why the blue dots? Well, it turns out they had a plan to log the woods. It would have been devastating, really, to the woods. The Tower Hill Camp and the Illinois Conference have made a decision to sell us the conservation easement, which is the rights to not develop the property.
The camp is here, it's independently operating. There are a few groups collaborating on this project. One of them is Deer Creek Open Space Association. We're also working with Chickiming Open Lands and the Southwestern Michigan Land Conservancy. And these are all groups that are engaged in protecting open spaces and green spaces in Southwest Michigan.
We have had a detailed appraisal done on the woods, and we need to raise about $500,000 for this project.
What's really neat about this is that the groups that are working together to raise some money, they're applying for grant funding from a lot of different grant organizations, and their hope is that that's where the majority of the funding will come from. Our goal is not to put the burden on the residents of this community to support this, but our hope is that people here will care enough about it that they will want to give at whatever level that they're comfortable. Every little bit makes a difference. A lot of people know that there's a camp here, but what they might not know is that there's about 30 acres of woods adjacent to it. It's gotten more and more expensive to maintain this land, and there have been offers from logging companies, but we're trying to protect this land and protect this forest because it's something really special.
Well, as you can tell, this is good forest bird habitat just by simply pausing for a moment and listening. Around us this morning, we're hearing great crested flycatcher, gray catbird, American robin. I just heard a summer tanager, which is a pretty uncommon breeding species in Michigan. This forest happens to be contiguous to Warren Dunes State Park, which is just to the north, and we're right along the Lake Michigan shore. The Lake Michigan shore provides a migration corridor for birds, not just water birds, but also songbirds. The forest here at Tower Hill also helps to provide nesting habitat for breeding woodland species. Many of these birds travel all the way north from Central America. So that's why I think it's important to protect this forest at Tower Hill. It creates a larger tract of forest in the Warren Dunes area, and it makes it even more important for bird conservation right here in Southwest Michigan.
When you have a lot of different species in an area, supposedly the area then is very stable. So if there are changes in the environment, especially negative changes in the environment, where you have a lot of species, that particular ecosystem is probably going to survive to a greater extent than one where you have only a few species. This forest is composed of a number of hardwood trees. The diversity of those trees is large enough to make this a high-quality forest. Some of the trees that I'm seeing here are sugar maples. I see some oaks, locust trees, and all of these provide habitat for a number of species of animals that we would find here. As you walk through the woods, I think you will feel this sense of peace, a sense of restfulness, and hopefully you'll enjoy the beauty that's there.
It's a privilege, really, for us to be able to contribute to this, to save these woods. And so often you look back and you say, it's too bad, why didn't somebody, or gosh, I wish I would have known. Well, here we are right now, and we've got this great chance.
Once it's lost, it takes a really, really, really long time to get it back.
People can help by writing a check payable to Bering Community Foundation. We have a 3-year program to raise the money to make this happen. And the woods will be maintained the way they are now in their natural setting for generations to come.